Have you ever felt like someone was subtly testing you, but you weren't sure why? Maybe a friend asked an unexpected question, a colleague challenged your opinion, or a partner seemed to push your buttons. At first, it can feel uncomfortable, even frustrating. But here's the thing. These tests aren't always about control or judgment. They're often a sign of curiosity, care, or even respect. In fact, the ability to notice, navigate, and respond to these subtle psychological cues is actually a strength, not a weakness. Today, we're going to explore 10 psychological tricks people use to test you, and more importantly, what they reveal about both you and the person observing you. Number 1. The confidence probe. Have you ever expressed an idea and someone seemed to deliberately challenge it, not with aggression, but with curiosity? Psychology shows that people often test confidence to gauge reliability and trustworthiness. Research indicates that humans are naturally wired to look for signals of competence and resilience in others. So when someone questions your perspective, it's not always an attack. It's their way of assessing your ability to handle challenges. For example, imagine a coworker who asks a pointed question during a team meeting. Instead of taking it personally, you can reframe it as an opportunity to demonstrate your calm reasoning and expertise. Over time, responding with steady confidence actually strengthens your influence and earns genuine respect. Number 2. The boundary test. Boundaries are another area where people often test you. This can be as simple as someone borrowing something without asking or asking for favors repeatedly. Social psychologists note that boundary testing is a way humans unconsciously measure social limits and compatibility. Instead of feeling offended, consider it a moment to clarify your limits clearly and calmly. For instance, if a friend repeatedly texts late at night, setting a simple expectation about your availability doesn't make you rigid, it makes you self-aware and emotionally intelligent. Positive boundaries create trust and mutual respect, and recognizing these subtle tests can help you assert yourself without guilt. Number 3. The patience gauge. Have you noticed people seeing how long you'll wait or how you handle delays? Research indicates that observing patience is a way people measure emotional stability and stress management. For example, if someone is late to a meeting and they watch how you react, it's less about control and more about understanding your temperament. Instead of reacting impulsively, using this as a chance to model calm and adaptability reframes the test into a strength. Over time, your ability to stay composed under minor pressures signals reliability, and people naturally gravitate toward that kind of stability. Number 4. The humor probe. Laughter and jokes are powerful social tools, and sometimes they're tests too. Studies in social psychology suggest that humor is used to gauge openness, creativity, and social intelligence. For example, if someone makes a playful joke at your expense, it may feel uncomfortable initially, but responding with good humor, or even a witty comeback, demonstrates confidence and flexibility. Humor tests are less about embarrassment and more about seeing how adaptable and approachable you are. By embracing these moments, you not only build rapport, you show resilience in a way that's light, engaging, and socially magnetic. Number 5. The consistency check. People naturally observe consistency between words and actions. Research indicates that humans seek predictability in social partners because it signals reliability and trustworthiness. For instance, a friend might casually ask you to make a promise just to see if you follow through. While it can feel like scrutiny, it's actually an opportunity to strengthen your personal integrity. By consistently aligning your actions with your words, you send a subtle but powerful message. You are dependable. This doesn't just build trust, it reinforces your self-confidence because you are living in alignment with your values. Number 6. The empathy test. Sometimes people test your emotional intelligence not by confronting you, but by observing how you respond to others' struggles. Research indicates that humans evaluate empathy as a marker of social harmony and cooperation. For example, if a colleague shares a personal challenge, their reaction may be testing how attentive and supportive you are. Instead of feeling manipulated, you can reframe it as an opportunity to show compassion and understanding. Each empathetic response strengthens your social bonds and demonstrates a quiet kind of strength that's both admirable and deeply human. Number 7. The reaction trigger. Have you ever said or done something and someone seems to subtly push a button just to see how you react? This is another common psychological test. Studies suggest that people often look for emotional resilience. They want to know if you can stay calm when faced with unexpected provocations. Imagine a family member teasing you or a friend making a slightly critical comment. Instead of reacting defensively, pausing and responding thoughtfully shows control and emotional maturity. Over time, mastering this skill helps you navigate both personal and professional relationships with more ease and less stress. Number 8. The trust trial. Trust is rarely given freely, it's observed and earned. Psychology shows that subtle tests of trust, like sharing a secret or giving small responsibilities, are common ways people evaluate reliability. If someone shares personal information to see how you respond, it can feel invasive, but it's also a chance to demonstrate discretion and integrity. Responding with respect and care doesn't just pass the test, it strengthens mutual trust and builds deeper connections over time. Number 9. The humorless silence. Sometimes the test isn't about words at all. Silence can be used to see how comfortable you are with ambiguity or mild discomfort. Social research suggests that our reactions to silence reveal confidence and self-composure. For example, during a pause in conversation, rather than rushing to fill the space, staying calm and collected shows emotional intelligence. Being comfortable with stillness is often misunderstood as aloofness, but in reality, it's a sign of inner strength. Finally, people often test your authenticity. They might ask questions or propose hypothetical scenarios to see if you are consistent, honest, and true to yourself. Psychological studies show that authenticity is highly valued in social relationships because it signals integrity and self-awareness. Instead of feeling pressured to perform, embracing your true thoughts, feelings, and boundaries demonstrates a rare kind of strength that people naturally respect. Authenticity tests aren't about failure, they're invitations to show the best version of yourself. So what can we take away from all of this? The next time someone seems to be testing you, remember that it's not necessarily about manipulation or judgment. Often, these subtle human tests are natural human behaviors used to measure confidence, integrity, patience, empathy, and authenticity. Recognizing these patterns gives you insight, not only into others, but also into your own strengths. You are capable of responding calmly, confidently, and compassionately, which makes you more resilient, socially aware, and empowered. If you've ever felt scrutinized, challenged, or tested, I want you to remember this. The fact that someone is observing your reactions means they see value in you. They see potential, reliability, and strength, and so do you. Treat these moments as opportunities to grow, demonstrate your character, and strengthen the bonds that matter. If you found this insightful and want more tips on understanding personality, human behavior, and the psychology behind everyday interactions, make sure to subscribe. Every week, we break down complex social and psychological insights into practical, empowering strategies you can use in your own life. Remember, understanding yourself and others is the first step toward becoming the strongest version of you.